hi, it's Jody. I'm like sitting down to do this right away. I just had this huge and I need to document this. And the lighting's weird, and I'm like, in my nightgown and whatever. So I probably won't share this like on YouTube or something, but I'll probably just throw it in the bus for a witness. But oh my God, I was blow drying my hair just now after my shower, and I had this huge how they program everyone to fall in line and be a part of the herd and know you're down here and we're up here, and oh my God. So like, we know we're born into a culture and we're programmed from the day we come out of our mother's womb. People think programming is, MK Ultra, mind control, CIA stuff. No, programming is you come out of your mother's womb, new and fresh, and from the moment your parents hold you and start talking to you, they're programming you the world you came into. And I was thinking, this has been a big, huge thing on my brain the last few weeks as I sit here just watching stuff unfold and watching more and more these two worlds come up simultaneously. And I was thinking about how I have so many friends that are scared. Like, they're finally awake. They finally see what's actually happening in front of them. They finally see the Matrix. They see how they've been duped their whole lives, how they haven't. I mean, all the stuff I started to just pick away at in 2007 that I've had 15 years to kind of, okay, here we go again, I've had friends that are just going through that now. And we've had a lot of conversations about, just, wow, how did I not see this in 20 years and 30 years and 40 years? How did I not see this? And so I've been thinking a lot lately about, everything we do. We're programming ourselves with every choice we make. With every choice you make, you are programming yourself. And I think about that a lot, and that's why we don't watch TV. We will very consciously, intentionally watch a show on Netflix or a video on YouTube. The only thing, all my kids have all the streaming services, so the only thing I pay for is I pay to have no ads on YouTube because I don't want subliminal programming in my head. I noticed during COVID, when we went out to a Mexican restaurant in 2020, they had TVs all around the restaurant. Where we were sitting at our table, I saw a TV behind him and he saw a TV behind me. And I kept noticing how many little PSA announcements about COVID there were. And I thought, wow. And the volume was off. It's a restaurant. They had the sound off. And I thought, just while we're sitting here having this meal, I'm being subliminally programmed by that TV behind you. Even if I'm not looking at it intentionally, it's still going in my brain as my eyes observe and look at Wyatt across the table from me. And that woke me up on a whole new level. How much more our culture, our world around us is constantly programming us. And so I've really been thinking about this and studying this lately. And so I'm drying my hair, and I always get these random thoughts. You're standing there, your brain's, going in all different directions. And I'm thinking about how so many people, they see what's in front of them. They know the truth, but they're scared. They're scared. And last night I was watching a video, and this guy was on a totally different subject. And this guy was talking about how people hang on to the past because they don't know. They know the past. The future is unknown, and they're scared. And he said, but what they don't understand is the future's unlimited. If you would let go of the past and allow yourself into the future, he said, there's so much more than you ever dreamed, than you ever imagined, ready and waiting for you. And all you have to do is choose from the buffet. He said, but people are so scared. They think there's less because they don't know. They think there's less. And so they cling to the past, and that keeps them from having the future. And I watch a lot of things like that to constantly keep my mind open. And I noticed, I was standing there blow drying my hair, and I was thinking about all my friends and people I know, family members that are scared of letting go and dipping their toe in my water where I am, because they don't know how many cool kids are hanging out over here. And I was thinking about all the famous people and all the not famous but have huge followings, but technically they're not famous by like our culture standards, but they have like 500,000 followers, you know. And I was thinking about just, you know, all these things about how it's so true. Like, no matter what direction you take, you will always find millions of people into that thing, no matter where you go, no matter what you do. If you pick up a sport, you'll eventually unlock all these people that are into that sport. If you start cross-stitching and you find Facebook groups, you'll find out, guess what? There's millions of people cross-stitching, and we've been doing it for generations, and we'll love to have you join us so we can talk about our favorite thing, right? And I was thinking about this, about people don't remember that no matter what, anything you go toward, you will find all these cool kids doing that already that will be thrilled to have you join them, right? But we are so programmed from birth that we're not famous, we're not special, we have to find that and unlock that. And everyone is special. Everyone has gifts. We just don't always know what they are right away. I'm a perfect example of that. When I was a kid, I was the chubby kid. I was the, you know, in 1977, divorce wasn't what it is now. I was one of 2 girls in 3 classes of 2nd grade that had divorced parents, and we were Catholic. And I was chubby, and I didn't do a sport. I didn't do I tried all different things. I tried gymnastics. I remember my mom picking me up from gymnastics at the YMCA one night, and they made us do backward somersault on a balance beam. And I got in that car and I said, I'm done. To this day, I can't do a cartwheel. Gymnastics was not my thing. But all my friends, they had a sport, or they had a hobby, or they had a talent. They could play an instrument. Nope, not me. Could not play an instrument, nothing. I could spell. I was super smart, and I could spell. I could do basic math. To this day, I can, and pretty much with the epilepsy, I can do basic math in my head really fast. Addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. Just basic, you know, arithmetic in my head really fast. And I could spell like perfect, like from the time I was a child. Like I came in with a dictionary in my head. And I had vocabulary, comprehension, I could write really well, but that wasn't something that gets your friends on the playground when you're 8, right? So, and then when I was like 19 and pregnant with my first child, somebody taught me to cross stitch. Oh my God, it was perfect for this Virgo, right? My Aries sun, I love to start things. And so I'm always a work in progress girl. I could care less about the finished project. I have more finished cross stitch sitting in a drawer than, you know, that was never framed or turned into something. But I love all those neat rows. And for this perfectionist, oh my gosh, if you make a mistake, you can just tear it out and redo it. So it's perfect by the time you're done. This was for me. This was for me. But it took me until I was 19 to even find something that I loved, that I was good at, and even then I had no idea you could make a career out of stuff like that. Now in 2022, you can make a career out of anything, right? But again, it's that whole, my brain goes all over the place, all that programming of this and this and this. And I was drying my hair and I was thinking, well, why? Why are we like that, you know? And I thought, well, our culture is designed to program us from the time we come out of the womb. There's TV shows, there's songs on the radio. You're in your car with your parents when you're a little kid and you're hearing whatever they're playing on the radio. Well, just in the last year or two, I've started really paying attention to lyrics. I've thrown away whole songs that I will never listen to again voluntarily because of one idea in the lyrics. Because we don't realize every time you play that song, it's planting that idea in your subconscious. And our culture we have the big aha today was these award shows. So we don't want to go check into something different. We don't want to leave the herd and go try something new and different because we don't know that anything we look into, there's already hordes of people doing it. But if it's not socially acceptable or it's not part of our bubble, then we don't know that it is part of so many other people's bubble. we don't know, just like that guy said on that video last night, we're so busy clinging to what we are, what we have, that we don't know that if we would just let go of this for a minute and step over here, that we're going to find millions of people doing that'll be thrilled to have us, and we will still belong somewhere. We're so afraid of being discarded. That was a big thing I had to come to grips with the more I changed and let go, shed the programming, the more I embraced who I really am, who I found out who I even am. I didn't even know for 50 years I was living the life everybody else expected of me. And the more I come out and find out who I am, the more I'm like, oh, I didn't know there's all these cool people and all these different clubs, so to speak, you know. And all I had to do was just be brave enough to go check them out. And I found whole new social circles where they were ready to go, oh, yay, join us. Oh, I have chills just thinking about it. But we don't. But I mean, I did have to get used to not being in the same ideas and bubbles as some of my family. I had to get used to being not in the same ideas and bubbles as some of my very close friends. But you know what happened? I have other close friends now. Now I have new close friends that would like do as much for me as I would for them over here, because I found them in these other things that I dared to step into. And now I have people who are like, I mean, we're as close as blood would be. And they're right over here, just off screen, because I was brave enough to go check that out. And I was just thinking about that. I was thinking about how they program us to be included, to be part of it since we were tiny. And the big aha has been these celebrities. Watching all these celebrities, we're trained that, you know, these are the celebrities you're supposed to follow, and we're going to make sure you know that, because we're going to have the Oscars every year, and we're going to televise it, and there's going to be a red carpet, and you're going to see all the plain people on the edges going, oh, I want your autograph, ooh, you're so special, ooh, I'm going to run up to you. And we're going to see these, you know, we're going to treat them like kings and queens and put on fancy clothes and have reporters go up to them and make them look so important. And this is what you should aspire to be your whole life, because these people are special. And we're going to have this for every industry. We're going to have this for the movies, and we're going to have it for music, and we're going to have it for writing, and we're going to have it for journalists. We're going to have it for every career path is going to have this way up here, and if you're not one of them, you're one of those little people down at the bottom aspiring to be one of them. No, they're not the only fun, fancy clubs. There's everything available to you. They're not the only option to strive to. There's so many and so much. If you would just let go of that little sliver, and you would just have faith. Say, you know what, just for one day, I'm just going to throw it all in the garbage. I'm going to throw away my political beliefs. I'm going to throw away my cultural beliefs. I'm going to throw away my educational beliefs. I'm going to throw away my religious beliefs. Just one day. I'm going to take one day, and I'm going to, like, look at this over here and see who's over there. It'll blow your mind. There's worlds available to you. You had no idea. And I just, every day, I see more and more how they get us, how they, you know, the grasshopper and the ants. I see more every single day. How they keep us from finding out we are unlimited beings made of stardust and miracles wrapped in skin. It's a fact. And I promise you, when you have enough faith in yourself, when you start understanding who and what you are, and you have faith in yourself, you'll start seeing it too when you're blow drying your hair. It's fun. It's really fun.